is my pleasure to talk all about chocolate with my guest Meredith Lindsay of Melt Chocolatier. So you are a chocolatier, and this is just some of what you do. How did you become a chocolatier? Let's go back to the history of how this happened.
Well, I was working in a pastry shop.
At Marjolaine, right in New Haven.
Yep, absolutely. I was there for, I don't know, 6 or 7 years, and then I decided that...
And what were you doing at the time there? You were making cakes, or what?
Yeah,
were you doing?
I was doing pretty much almost everything that they do there. I didn't usually do like the morning bake, like the croissants and Danish, but generally the cakes, cookies, brownies, you know, anything that they make there, I would be making. And then I kind of wanted to venture out and explore my own creative, you know, not that we weren't able to be creative on our own, but you know what I mean. I was like,
so chocolate called your name?
Yeah, I think so. I like the idea of infusing things into other things, and then chocolate is all about that. You like infuse things into the cream, and then you mix it into the chocolate, then you get to eat the chocolate,
which is all good.
Yeah.
So you're a one-woman operation.
Yeah.
And everything is small batches and made by hand. So you know about everything that goes into this, and basically you do wholesale, you do corporate parties, you do weddings, you do all that stuff. So tell me what your expertise is. Is it truffles?
I would say that's my favorite thing to make. I've been starting to expand into other things lately just because I think that other things are kind of like more of a grab-and-go item, you know, like whereas like truffles people think of for other people, whereas like other chocolates like Butter Crunch or Tree Bark or Coconut Haystacks, they think of for themselves because they're like, oh, I want to eat something. And
I would think of all of this for myself. Yeah. So what are some of your truffles, Meredith?
So I brought with me today, I was kind of in the fall mood, so I brought your general, you know, milk chocolate and dark chocolate and white chocolate truffles, and then also espresso truffles, cinnamon and chamomile, which sort of tastes like French toast.
Wow.
And then the chai tea. That's not my entire selection, but that is, I don't know.
That's a good start.
That's
right?
what I wanted to eat today, so that's what I brought.
Oh my gosh. So this is some of your packaging, right, that's got melt, and this is reusable packaging, right? So we're all about sustainable.
Yep.
Which
and
I love.
You can reuse it or you can recycle it, and I try to get I definitely picked boxes when I was thinking about packaging because I want you to be able to at least recycle what you use. A lot of the more elaborate truffle packaging is like, you know, stuff with I don't know, like lining and things.
Right,
and you can't
too
reuse,
much stuff. Right?
Yeah, and you can't do anything with it after that. It's just, you know, it's just waste. So.
And these are so cute. So this goes in chocolate, right? And you stir it in there.
You can make that hot chocolate stir. So you just warm some milk, or and then stir that right into it, and you've got hot chocolate. And it even comes with the marshmallows.
How does a poli-sci major from Hofstra end up in this business?
I don't know. I think I realized I had done some internships with the ACLU and the Helsinki Commission, and I really tried to make a go of it. And
what did
I
you
realized,
do with the Helsinki Commission?
Well, I was an intern, so, you know, intern things.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, newspaper clippings and reading through news articles and picking anything that was related to topics with whomever I was working with that day. A lot of the things that I did there related to the Roma in Europe, because I was working with a woman at the time that was her specialty. So they fight for human rights, and, you know, anyway. So it's a beautiful government organization. However, I realized I just didn't like office work.
Yes, right.
And I really like socialization, and food is great. I do work by myself right now, but I generally, I like to be able to listen to music and talk to people, and I like to feed people, and I like to move around. And
you're not Italian, are you?
No, I'm Irish, but it's pretty close.
Yeah. All right, so what sets you apart, your chocolate, from others, do you think?
I think that it's the ingredients that I use are really high quality, and the fact that they are, like, there's no added preservatives or anything like that, so they don't last like a candy bar would or anything like that, because there's nothing to, it's fresh cream, chocolate, and whatever flavorings that you
So what is the shelf life of your truffles?
I would say like about, like, it depends on the time of year. It can be up to like 2 months, but 2.5 in the winter. In the summer it's about a month. So Some of the other products are not that way, but the truffles, yeah, they turn more quickly, and I think that's because of my baking background.
Tell me about your baking background.
Oh, sure. Well, I worked at Marjolaine, as you know, and before that I had studied, well, I didn't ever study in school, but I always managed to be with the pastry chefs in other restaurants, Abercrombie in Baltimore, and then Zinc here in New Haven with Alba Essenov, and Scusi before it closed. So I always managed to find my way to desserts, and then I finally went into Rusty at Marjolaine and told him I wanted a job, and he hired me, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. So and then I was there for a while. So I think, but the idea with baked goods is they're always fresh. So I don't think that I realized when I was getting into chocolate how much I still had that in my mind of that it can still be a fresh product, and I don't think that people think about chocolate as a fresh product as much, but I think that that's the difference in the flavor, is having that fresh product, having you sacrifice one for the other. The shelf life isn't infinite, but the taste is much better.
And that's what we're after.
I hope so.
We're after taste.
I hope so.
You don't have a storefront, so
No.
you sell online. People
sell
can
online.
call you.
I pick up my phone. I do local delivery.
And I love that. So,
Yeah.
as we said, you're a one-woman
Yeah.
operation. Give me some stories that you have as a chocolatier. I mean, you've been at this a while now. Are there some stories that you can tell
I don't know.
about being a chocolatier and coming up against either competition or having to make, I don't know, hundreds of boxes for a corporate
Oh my
affair?
gosh. So there's a couple like that, yeah. So the week after I opened, or not opened, but I
And what
started
year
out
is
of
this?
2007. It wasn't
Okay.
official. I was working as like at Marjolaine, but I was making my truffles there. So the week after I start making my truffles, they make there's a pop-up store that starts, a chocolate pop-up store downtown, and and I was like, oh my gosh, because I was very influenced by this chocolatier. I'm not going to say who it was because whatever, but
Sure,
anyway.
sure.
Anyway, so, but yes, I was really influenced by him, and I was like, wow, like, I'm like, so a lot of our flavor palettes I felt like were really similar, and I was like, how did I miss this? Like, he's opening here in New Haven. So that was one time, and then another time was there was a local pharmaceutical company that was like, we need like 10 grand worth of chocolate in 10 days.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, yes, because I always say yes. Like, what do you?
And did you make it? So it was like it was like the I Love Lucy.
It was absolutely. So I had
just
friends come in,
wrapping
and I thought I had it, and then I didn't realize how much time it was going to take me to package it. My husband was there, my friend was there, her wife was there. We're all trying to package all the stuff. I made one trip, started setting up, and then they brought the rest over. I hope they never see this.
Oh, it's good. Well, you made the delivery, though, right?
Yeah, everything was made.
All right, so those are just some of the tales of a chocolatier.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
So favorite things to make is the truffle. You also make some bark. Grab one of those.
Sure, yeah.
What is in that?
So it's just, this is a pretty simple, like just straightforward product. It's tree bark. It has dried cherries, apricots, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, and almonds.
So it's good for you, and also a dessert. So you don't have to feel so bad about things,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
What else do we have over here on
So
the
we
plate?
have some for the holiday season, and I'll probably continue to make these. I just started making chocolate-covered Rice Krispie treats because I love Rice Krispie treats. But
Who doesn't?
Why not put chocolate on them?
Yes.
So
Right.
I was like, and then I figured, whatever, maybe some of the little kids would like them, and not every kid goes trick-or-treating anymore. So I was like, well, this would be a good treat for them, or good, like, grab a bunch of them and go to a Halloween party. And then we've got some chocolate-covered Oreos and just some solid dark chocolate.
And you do haystacks.
Yep, the coconut haystacks, butter crunch, caramels, peppermint bark over the holidays. For Thanksgiving, I'm working on some recipes right now. One for a pecan pie truffle and one for a pumpkin pie truffle.
Pecan pie truffle.
I think that would be. I really want to eat that.
So I'm going to try one of these because
Yeah.
just because I have to just make sure the chocolate's okay. So
That's the chai tea.
that's the chai tea.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Sold.
Okay, good. You have to see that.
No, I don't. And I love dark chocolate.
Yeah, and you picked the milk chocolate.
I know.
I know. Okay.
But you know what? I would pick it again.
Good. Well, thank you. That says a lot.
Is there butter in here?
No. Cream.
Cream.
Yeah. Cream and
can-
butter are pretty similar products.
Yeah, I can taste the cream.
Yeah, you whip the cream long enough, it turns into butter, you know?
And you know what? If you're going to do dessert, do dessert.
I think so.
Don't cheat your way through
And
that.
also, I think the real food is important. You don't have to eat. The point is, like, you have these things, and you treat yourself to something that's small. It's supposed to be, you know, and I think if you're going to eat sweets, do it. Go all out.
And I think life is short. You should eat dessert first.
Well, that's
you know?
true.
So, what do you want people to know about your company, Melt? And how did you come up with the name, Melt Chocolate, or how did you come up with that?
Well, so I was, okay, I don't know. I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, you know, how do people come up with names? And I wanted it to be kind of like short and catchy, you know, so I'm like, and Melt, I'm like, well, you know, and so I was thinking about different things, like acronyms of things, and I was like, well, Meredith Lindsay Truffles. And the thing is that sounds pretty self-indulgent to name a company after yourself, maybe. I don't know.
That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to brand your company.
Yeah, well, that's true. And
so
I think
Melt
that
are your initials.
Melt is my initials plus Truffles, which is what I started with. So it was Meredith Lindsay Truffles, and so that's how that started. But they, but yeah, I mean, I think that it's funny now because I think it's true. You want to take the recognition for the work that you do, and it's important to do that. So
especially when you're proud and you're a one-woman show and all of that. So. Thank you. You're gearing up for the holidays now. We're almost to Halloween. You've got a few Halloween things. Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Your biggest time of
Christmas.
year has to be Christmas?
And Valentine's Day.
And Valentine's
Christmas
Day.
and Valentine's Day, yeah. But Christmas is a big one, and Christmas is really a full, you know, from Thanksgiving to Christmas, because, you know, there's Christmas parties through the whole season, and and everybody celebrates, you know, some kind of like holiday or just festivities in general. So it's just a really busy time for people getting together, and that really works out in sales, which is great.
Anything else you want folks to know about what it is to be a chocolatier?
I don't know. I think.
Well, you're having a ball doing it, right?
Yeah, I think it's nice to do what you like to do, and if making chocolate's what you like to do, then I guess.
Then so be it.
Then so be it. I don't know.
I love it. All right, Meredith Lindsay of Melt Chocolatier, thank you so much for bringing all your stuff in, and we'll just eat our way through this.
Oh, I'm leaving that with you. Please do.
Oh, the crew's going to love it. Thanks again.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Spend all night kissing, and if one was right here, then who else is missing? Got a little sidetracked if I'm so wishing I found the keys to the door, but it's also a metaphor. Things keep locked in the grocery store, but mine just to save time. I'll skip right ahead to the last ride.